powerful, but they made one mistake. Nell said something in that chat that she is now contradicting. She is giving you what she claims to be eyewitness testimony. I ask you, would an eyewitness need to ask if the threats were made? Because that's what we saw Nell do. She's already in damage control mode? Wait, what would she be controlling damage from? What would she be controlling damage from? What do you think? Wait, if I just made a death threat or some kind of threat, why would she need to control damage? Like, they don't, you know, so, yeah, this is them being like, no, 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 right now, you know? And you see the look on my face? And did you see how I reacted just now? Like, this shit still scares me. This shit fucking traumatized me. And I don't know if Eris was part of this, okay? I don't have any information tying Eris to this, like, this flagging campaign, but, just the concurrence of those two events, right? You know, I don't know.
If the case is that nothing happened in that stream and it was perfectly innocent, just release the VOD.
Yeah, just release the VOD and we'll let the witch go.
The
Pretty
witch?
much.
I feel like that's a pretty fair and reasonable.
No, it's not. That's guilty until proven innocent, you dipshit. That's not pretty fair. That's the opposite of fair. God damn, Relly. How fucking bad faith are you? Yeah, she's got so much proof. Oh my god, Relly, what the fuck could you even mean? What the fuck could you even be thinking is proof? Okay. Dude, when you hate somebody as much as Relly hates me, like fucking anything is proof, I guess. Bird brains. We're gonna be done with it. We're gonna be finished with this fucking drama, okay? We're gonna put this drama to bed. Now we're gonna start putting this drama to bed tonight because we found something really... It's both amazing and frustrating, okay? Right? The VOD that was deleted. We got a piece of it. We didn't get the whole thing. That sounds weird as fuck. Right? Oh, conveniently just the piece that you wanted? Did you just like, oh no, we could only get a piece of it? No. We had somebody go through the, like, server numbers, computer science shit that I don't fucking understand. Go in there and fucking, like, get... So here's how that works. Like, things are deleted... And they're only like mostly deleted. They're not. This is so hard to explain. Basically, once something's deleted, it kind of like still exists on backup servers in different places. And if you know how to access those, you can grab potentially the whole thing. But in our case, we only figured out we could do this like in the last week, right? And we were struggling to see if we could get this VOD to just clear my name, right? Because, like, I mean, I fucking hate that we have to do this. Nobody should ever have to prove their innocence, okay? People should be, absent of any evidence, you know, not guilty is the way that it would be, you know, classified legally, but, like, you know, realistically, that's not somebody that you should look at with shade. But that's how people were looking at me, because guess what? I challenged power. And they're gonna look at me with shade for a long time now. But luckily, it's all the right people that I'm pissing off. It's all the worthless assholes of Twitch. It's all the people that don't belong here. It's all the fake fucking... Anyway, let's not get too into that. I'm trying not to get no comment salty tonight, right? Because this is good shit. And, I mean, this is good shit for us, right? This is clearing my name. And this is going to be about the aristocracy allegations, okay? I hate to even have to cover this because this shit should never have been a thing, okay? I never made any threats. I wouldn't do that. That's, you know, A, stupid, and B, fucked up. And that's not who I am. And you can believe me on that or not. But what I have for you tonight is something in the way of proof that our story is true and that their story is false. Somebody on Eris's team has just contradicted herself in a very striking way, which throws doubt on one of the main witnesses of the supposed incident, right? In addition, we've gotten in contact with somebody who was there, and they decided to go ahead and just let us know what exactly they saw that night. And it is nothing like what Eris claimed. So let's take a look. Let's go to the VOD. Well, go to what's left of the VOD. So here's how this works. There's like little 9-second increments, and you can look this up. This is how like this shit works. There's like these things exist in these little 9-second files that get like put together and put together and put together to build like the VOD and shit like that, right? And we downloaded like I think 5 minutes worth of those things, and it was the 5 minutes at the end of the show. The only other thing that was available was actually the person that did the spying for Dylan Burns, you know, who, you know, we'll get to them later, right? But they also uploaded all of my, they've been kind of obsessed with me, apparently. They've been saving and uploading my VODs like for a very long time now, but they don't have the whole VOD of this one. They only have like a partial VOD, and it's not a part with Eris in it. So what we have is like, you know, bird brains. We have, oh my god, thank you so much for the host, Banoy. Thank you so much. That means a lot. That means a lot. Welcome, welcome chatters. So yeah, if you are just joining us, what we're doing right now is showing you that I'm innocent of the charges that Eris leveled against me. And we didn't think that we'd be able to do this because the VOD in question was deleted. And I think the way to show you why that VOD was deleted is just to take you back to the very end of the VOD, right? That's, I'm guessing, I mean, actually, I don't even know. This was a traumatic event for me, chat. Like this event, because this wasn't just a normal, like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ash and Ashlyn. Thank you for the follow. That means a lot. This was not just a normal fucking day. Obviously, the Eris, you know, confrontation was traumatic for me too, and I felt really gaslit by it. I felt extremely gaslit by the incident, like by the things that Eris said to me. Right? It fucked with me, and then when I read what the mods were saying to me. So what stopped the stream was the mods talking to me. Now, it wasn't the mods calming me down or calling me down or saying that, you know, Irene, you need to stop. You're going too far, right? Because at that point, we weren't even talking to Eris. Eris, I think, had been banned or had, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure had been banned by then. Like, we're like, all right, this is a toxic fucking engagement, you know? Let's end this, right? You know, let's not do this anymore. And this was, you know, so this wasn't anything like the mods doing that. What they were telling me, though, was that there was information that they had seen screenshots of somebody, of a group of people that like are pretty famous for hating my guts, getting together to mass flag my channel. They were coming over and so this was what I got from my mods, right? Something like, you know, there's a mass flagging campaign against you, right? With a screenshot. And I'm like, I don't know who these people are. Or like, I think I recognize like one of them, you know, as like an Irene hater. But like, you know, it was just like kind of all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, mass flagging, what's that? What do we do? What do we do? Yeah, I'm a fucking, like, you know, I'm not great at tech. You saw me try to play Apex Legends this morning on YouTube if you were there. And I couldn't fucking get it to work because computers never fucking work for me. Computers do work for me, but like, obviously I'm streaming, right? But like, I have a lot of trouble with shit, you know? And I have no idea what to do for a mass flagging campaign. The mod said, burn the VOD, burn the clips, like just fucking like wipe shit, right? And that's that was what I did. And that's why we don't have a VOD, right? But what we do have, luckily, thanks to the efforts of a very enterprising tech person on our team that knows her shit. This, we do have the last 5 minutes, and I think that's where we want to start from. Oh, thank you, Bun Bun Bunoy. Yeah, I know, it's been fucked up. Listen, this has really hurt me more than the Dylan thing, okay? Dylan said bad things about me. Dylan basically characterized me as having like a conspiracy against him with my mods. That the mods and me were in cahoots and everybody's coming to get Dylan because poor fucking Dylan, right? Like, that's what Dylan did. And that's bad. That's fucked up. I don't like people lying about me. I don't like people reversing victim. I don't like somebody canceling me and then trying to complain that I canceled them. Like, every single thing that Dylan said about me was fucking projection. It was pathetic, okay? And this was all cope from looking bad in a debate that I tried to pull his ass out of the fire from. I was way too fucking nice to him in the debate. If there's anything that I've learned from this experience, it's don't be a fucking bootlicker, okay? Because it never pays off. I thought I could fucking just massage that ego and be like, Dylan, it's okay. You just need to be a little bit better on the issues. If you just stop Rob from gish galloping, then maybe there'll be less transphobic brainworms getting out there and infecting people's heads and making life harder for us, right? Not something that, like, you know, you never necessarily have to deal with, Dylan, but please, you know, can I massage that ego and it didn't fucking work. And it was weak. And I looked weak. And I looked like a fucking weak ass. And they're characterizing this as Irene came for Dylan. Irene was like, you know, ripping the bed. They make me into fucking King Kong or something. I'm just this big, like, massive destructive force, right? That was coming for Dylan. Rah. And it's like, wait, did you look at my channel? Look at his channel. Like, look at everything about us, right? This is not an equal fight. This is not something I can't hurt Dylan. That's like saying that ant came up to that fucking cow and just pushed it right over. Just like, fuck you, cow, I'm an ant. No, and no, okay? And so there was a lot of bias. There was a lot of motivated logic. And there was a lot of, like, I don't know, maybe like archetypal stuff. Like, chat, I feel like I somehow channeled like Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn. And that's what these people are reacting. And these are the people that are fucking reacting to it. These are the hurt dogs that are hollering at me all fucking night long. These are the Kobe Bobby, just absolute fucking douchebags of the world, stinking up Twitch, right? These are the people who hate me. I am hated by some of the fucking worst people on this platform, and I welcome their hatred, okay? So, but this Eris thing is on a different level, right? Because when you tell somebody that a streamer is making violent threats, you character assassinate on a very deep level. There's a lot of people that, because there's a fear in that, right? Do you know who NCC is? Well, if the first thing you hear about NCC is that she makes death threats, is that a person you're going to want to get to know? Do you want to stick around and find out, wait, did you make the death threats? Or maybe not to make the death? No. You want to get the fuck away. Like, NCC, block. You know what I mean? Like, this is what the shit was designed to do. Talk about fucking cancel culture, right? And, like, you know, this is from somebody who I'm pretty sure I've heard on stream, on debate, complaining about cancel culture, decrying cancel culture, saying PC cancel culture is, like, you know, generally a bad thing, right? That's if I'm not mistaken, I think that's Eris's point of view. But she was absolutely up in that vampire castle, trying to cancel me, right? And that in and of itself is very disingenuous. There's a lot about this stuff that really stinks. Even the tweet that she made about the VOD that I asked her to take down, which you know, to be fair, like, I was asking her to take down the part of the VOD where Dylan just grinds the fucking axe on me. Just takes that axe and just grinds that thing down.
Little dudes come up.
Oh my
and,
god,
like,
thank
I
you,
just
Manchon.
naturally am like little dudes.
Thank you, everybody, for the follows. Just grinding that fucking axe, right? You know, and like, so Eris tweets out that I want her to take down the VOD where Dylan divulges his, you know, history of you know, having had traumatic experiences, you know, like of having, you know, sexual boundary. Like, I don't want to characterize it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was, yeah, stronger than sexual assault. Like, you know, something really bad. Dylan had been a victim of sexual abuse, essentially, right? So, like, when the tweet implies that what I'm wanting to suppress is somebody's story of sexual abuse, should that tell you something? Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. That's
But
deceitful.
the little dudes come up and like I just naturally
That
am, like,
is
little dudes.
deceitful.
But the little dudes come up and like I just naturally am like little
I'm just
dudes.
naturally like little dudes. Thank you for the follows. Yeah. Okay, so like, that's so fucked up. It's literally childish and an abuse of power to hurt. It sounds like, you know, I try to be kind of similar to people too, and that backfired. But you being character assassinated, no fucking way. And how does that toxicity and disgustingness have the ability to affect others? Of course, because they always try to make it seem like cancel culture is this evil thing. The other thing about cancel culture is this is a claim that's always made against marginalized people by people that are, you know, less marginalized, right? That's the narrative, right? Is the cancel culture is the overly sensitive, you know, snowflake trans person saying, ooh, I don't think Dylan Burns is good because he's transphobic. And that's how it got characterized. As if I was here like the pronoun police. And I'm like, look, Dylan Burns messed up on one person's pronoun one time and we're going to cancel him. That's what we're going to do. It's over. Dylan, like, they act like I was posting Dylan Burns crap rave. And I wasn't. I was being, if anything, too nice. Let's be real. I was being too nice. I was sucking up to the dude like everyone else does to try to just get a little, instead of, I was like Dylan, I don't want clout from you. I don't want anything. I just want you to be a little bit better for trans people. Please. Can you just get Rob and limit him to like 3 points at a time? Once he's got 3 points off, just like, whoosh, or something. Like, you know what? Stop those brainworms from getting out there and infecting people's mind with new and mutated kinds of transphobia. We do not need Rob putting new mutant transphobias out there into the world. And he's like an exotic fucking bug collector when it comes to like different flavors of transphobia. Yeah, no, that's all we were asking about. Anyway, to get back to the Eris thing, yeah, because this is what this is about. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you the VOD that day, part of the VOD. I know, like, yeah, you'd like to see the whole VOD. And I'm being really fucking transparent here and saying that we can't find the whole VOD. We can't find the part that's pertinent to Eris being in it. But what we have found is the last 5 minutes. And the last 5 minutes, it turns out, offers us some clues that allow us to unravel the mystery of the missing VOD, I guess, right? So without having it, we can kind of see that somebody's statements on a relevant stream do not line up with their statements in my chat. We've got the logs, folks. We've got the receipts, and we're about to drop this shit. Are you ready? Are you ready to exonerate an innocent person who doesn't deserve this shit and has been dealing with this shit for way too fucking long? I got tea right in my face because chat, we are spilling. I'm literally spilling tea as we speak. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So this is what we have left of the VOD, the last 5 minutes. The closest we come to the incident that Eris claimed happened, and that one of her mods claimed happened. So you can see on my face right here. Wait, like let's see. Are you seeing how much of this are you seeing? Not enough. Not nearly enough. Okay. Let's expand. There we go. There's NCC and oh my god, I'm NCC now. Did you notice that? Like I'm NCC to everyone. Everyone calls me NCC. Is it like if you have a scandal, they like give you a 3-letter? I don't know. It's not really a scandal though. The thing is, I actually didn't do anything wrong. This is literally me being punished for standing up for trans rights. Like any way you slice it, any way you cut it, it always comes down to that. Yeah, if you want to criticize me, you're going to criticize me for being too adamant about trans rights. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. So yeah, we're watching Vosh. I know, I'm bad. Why am I watching Vosh? I think I was just like literally looking for anything that I could watch or that I could put on, because here's what's happening at this time, chat. You see this look of concern on my face? See this? This furrowed brow here? I'm really worried. And the reason I'm worried is that what I'm reading on Discord is the mods saying, Irene, we've seen screenshots of people planning a mass flag campaign on your channel. We're looking at people who hate your guts talking about like coming over and trying to clip you in a way that's going to make you look like you're saying something that you're not saying. And ask them, what do I do? You know, what do I literally like, how do we fight this? What do we do? What do I need to do? And they say, you got to end the stream and you got to burn the VOD. Now I'm a little bit resistant to this because I don't want to end the stream yet. Right? Like I don't remember what I wanted to get to because it like, but maybe I wanted to play video games or something like that. I didn't want to end the stream yet, but like, yeah, the mods were just absolutely like, no. You need to end the stream. So you'll hear a sound here, and I guess we'll have to acknowledge what the sound means. The sound is when the mods want to get my attention. Like when they feel like there's something important that I'm not paying attention to, you'll hear a certain distinct sound, and you hear that in this clip. And they're playing that because they are worried about me. They are really scared for me. They see a lot of really horrible people gathering and plotting to do fucked up shit to me. And that is why the VOD got deleted. This deletion of the VOD got characterized as a de facto admission of guilt. This deletion of the VOD was used to justify a fucking witch hunt against me. This deletion of the VOD was used successfully, I might add, to turn friends of mine against me and have them join in the slander against me. But this is why it got deleted, and you're gonna join me in this fucking very. This is like I hope nobody thinks I'm lying when I say this. This shit's traumatic for me. Watching this again has been traumatic. I want to show it to you, okay? But this is like the last time I'm gonna watch this shit because this fucking takes me back to something that I didn't realize how fucking much it fucked with me. This shit was scary, chat. It felt like the whole world was coming down on me, and all I did was offer the mildest fucking criticism that I could muster to like a large, you know, cis creator. Anyway, let's go. I know I've been teasing this. I'm not teasing it. I just don't want to watch it. It's traumatic, like I said. Here we go. If you like,
have you considered getting contacts? I don't like contacts. No,
oh
I don't
my
like
god!
They
oh
freak me
no!
out,
Oh shit!
Having a little piece of.
So I don't know. Like it's a crappy recording too. I don't know if this is a factor of it just being like, you know, partially deleted or what. Oh, that's so weird.
Whatever. Just
chat. Like I hope my bot doesn't normally sound like this.
Frustrating.
Yeah,
crackly.
I used to wear them back when I was a little more
here.
vain. And
okay, so see, I'm like freaking out, and I'm like, cause I'm pissed. I want to keep streaming, and they're like, you gotta get the fuck off. You gotta delete everything. You gotta get the fuck off. This is really bad, Irene. This is really fucking bad. We don't know how many people are gonna try to do this, but like, you have stirred up the fucking hornet's nest, and they are coming after you.
I went to the beach once, and my younger brother, my younger brother kicked some sand at me, not like to be mean, just like haha, you know, and a little bit got in my eye and ended up scratching up my contact lenses, and it was just such a ridiculous and awful ordeal.
Ow, that sounds really painful. So here's me like trying to react to what Vosh is saying, even though I don't give a fuck what Vosh is talking about.
You know?
Yeah, I do not look very
Vosh
good
isn't saying,
right
hey,
there.
I'm not married,
Do
I'm
you
Susan,
see?
is saying, hey, I'm trans, I have a penis, the same. It's lying and not being truthful. Poison Soup, if you believe that a person deliberately disguising themselves as another person to have sex with you under false pretenses, and
there's
you
people
picking up a
arguing
person
with
and
me
being
in
surprised to
chat.
see they
Just
have
for
a penis,
everybody who thinks I ban people who disagree, know that like I'm talking to the people that are arguing with me in chat.
when they haven't indicated anything to the contrary, are the same thing, then you are brain poisoned beyond. I don't know what kind of insane logical train you're currently on right now, but that is
Yeah,
that is
reading.
well
I think I'm
beyond,
reading Discord
anything I
here.
can follow you on. Jesus, there's
Oh, here we go. So look
sure
at
are
this.
a lot of transphobes.
This
in
was
here.
our
As soon
first
as,
clue.
Destiny
Okay.
says something transphobic. It's funny how like his community is super progressive, and then Destiny does the essentially trans panic defense.
So yeah, there we go. Okay, so if you see this right here, let's switch over to. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Oh my God. Like that. This is not the night to be wearing the eyeshadow that I was wearing. Like I already looked sickly enough, right? Not looking good right there. Okay, here we go. So, do you see this right here? The hippie punk. Oh, Bosch. The Bosch thing is, I don't even remember. I wasn't really paying attention to the he defended the Destiny. Did he? No, I don't think so. Wait, didn't he come out against it? That's fucked up if he did. If he defended that shit. You know what? The funny thing is, the other thing that's on this VOD is me talking about that Destiny take. Because I had some, like, ideas about... I was pretty upset about the Destiny take, but, yeah, I think he was pushing... I hope he was pushing back on it. I'm pretty sure I remember. Yeah, he wasn't, like... Yeah, people would not have, like, been okay with him. So anyway, the point here, though, is that hippie punk here is saying, yo, no comment chick, Aristocracy, this is her tweet, right? She's already in damage control mode, okay? She's already in damage control mode? Wait, what would she be controlling damage from? What would she be controlling damage from? What do you think? Wait, if I just made a death threat or some kind of threat, why would she need to control damage? So, like, we've got the, basically this part of the VOD happened after the Eris confrontation. And we're seeing that hippie punk react to what Eris has just posted on Twitter. And this was the tweet saying that I had made, I'd been ableist, I had been, I don't know, it was like a long litany of like, no comment chick has been, you know, da 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 da, and made death threats, right? And that is not true. Not even close to true. To take anything that I said as being that, you have to be coming at it with such bad faith that you're literally weaponizing a flawed understanding. And we're going to see why this story starts to be suspect. The one from Eris, the one that's talking this tweet, the tweet that's on screen. I just wanted to give it some context. Like, basically, this is the claim that Eris made on Twitter, like, right after having talked to me, that characterized the confrontation as being, you know, me having issued threats, right? And obviously, that's not something that I did. I kind of need it as a screenshot if you Actually, wait. Yeah, I actually sort of, like, if you can screenshot it, just like... Oh, wait, yeah, I mean, well, I'll just read it. Like, I can almost read it. It's doing this little rollover thing. Wait, let me see. And scoot this out. Maybe I can read this. Okay, there we go. So NCC... Oh, she's the one who started calling me NCC. Can call me ableist slurs, a garbage human being, slander me, harass me, and threaten me for hours to her viewers on multiple days with zero pushback, all because she is angry I platformed Dylan Burns, a rape survivor, to tell his story. Do you think I'm angry that a rape survivor got to tell his story? Or do you think I'm angry for the second half of that stream where he was grinding his fucking axe the whole time, and Eris is like, and what did the bad lady do next? Oh my god, that was really horrible. Oh, Dylan, how did you deal? Oh, she's such a bad lady. I can't believe she would do that to you. Does she make you feel like you might be transphobic? Oh my god. Even though she, like, couched it in the idea that, like, Dylan, you're in no way transphobic. I totally wouldn't think that. Like, anyone who calls you that is wrong. I can't believe that. I actually friendly fired there, because you know what? Anybody that called Dylan transphobic for that, I can't say you're wrong. I'm not going to say you're right. I'm not going to jump to conclusions, right? But if I actually attacked the people that had sort of gone there, right? And I definitely shouldn't have done that. So yeah, the criticisms that were made of me were kind of the opposite of the ones where I erred. I did err there, but it was by being overly deferential to someone who didn't merit that. And it was by, is Dylan transphobic? I can't tell you that, okay? Like, I don't know. I don't know. What I'll say is that nothing that Dylan said was something that I would conclude that from, okay? But I went on to say that the people who were saying that he were, like, you know, bad faith. And I probably shouldn't have done that. That was me being overly deferential. That was me actually attacking, you know, people that might have reason to feel like, you know, that there was something there based on, you know, just me wanting to kind of kiss his ass in the hopes that he would listen to me. So that's the thing that people are missing, is people characterize this whole thing as an attack on Dylan. If you watch the fucking VOD, I mean, it's called WrestleBrania. Maybe that's why people think like I fucking slammed Dylan, but I'm actually really fucking gentle, like way too gentle. And like I said, deferential would be the word that I would use. That's what I said. That's what I said. But I don't want to, there was no reason for me to, like, call the people who said that bad faith, right? You know, I should have just said, like, well, that's their take, you know, whatever, right? I ended up, like, kind of, you know, attacking that side, just to sort of prove to Dylan that, hey, buddy, I'm with you here. Like, chat, do you know what I'm saying? When you're a marginalized person and you want to get somebody who's privileged to take your side in a way so bad that you're, like, kissing their butt, that you're like, no, you're really great for our community, we love you, you're like a champion, we just, like, could you just, like, do this one thing, or could you just not do this one thing, or could you just not, like, you know, could you just cut Rob's, like, I wasn't even saying take Rob off the platform. That's the other thing, is like, there's so many people that think I was wanting Rob off the platform. I mean, maybe I should, like, some people make an argument for that, right? But that's nothing I ever asked for. I just want him to be limited to, like, the number of things he can say when he gish gallops, like, right? In some arguments, that's just annoying, and you could say, all right, well, we're going to let him gish gallop, and you're going to have to fight it with your tactics, and yeah, or we could just say, let's not let him gish gallop, especially when we're talking about trans rights. Especially when we're talking about what Rob is gish galloping is fucking brainworms to go into people's heads and infect them with new kinds of transphobia. That's what Rob was doing. And no matter how fast Dylan and Demon Mama are with their lasers, they can't shoot 12 brainworms. One of those worms is going to escape and it's going to get into a brain. And that's where the harm starts, right? And I didn't say that the harm that Dylan was allowing was super grave. I actually said that he was the best platform, the best large debate platform on the, you know, on political Twitch, and you know, it was just like between him and Prime. You know, Prime's obviously a lot more problematic for reasons, right? But yeah, so you know, anyway. But yeah, here I'm pretty scared, right? And like, I'm not even paying attention to what Hippie Punk says right here. Like, I don't think I registered that because I'm too worried about what my mods are telling me. And they're telling me that people want you fucking banned. People are trying to false fucking report you to get you banned. And this is something that I never thought I'd have to deal with. Right? But right here and now, this is just to orient everybody. I think this is April 19th, right? That's what I'm experiencing. This is what I'm dealing with right here.
GG logical. They're like, well, actually, isn't it basically like deception? Isn't it basically like lying if you don't disclose?
Yeah,
like,
you do see like a lot
really
of
interesting how quickly those points dropped. All right. Not taking any longer.
So that was our first clue, to see that right there, that like kind of cued us into like this person saw something different happen. This person saw, and this is not necessarily, do I have like tea leaves on my nose? I probably do. This is not somebody that's like a super regular for us, right? This is not somebody that we see in chat a whole bunch, right? But that Hippie Punk is here now, and they're talking about Eris doing damage control, right? So if you don't know, why was Eris in chat? Did I use my witchy powers to magically, you know, pull her in? Like, now you're trapped in my chat, Eris, and I can say bad things about you, and you have to listen to me. No. She was coming in here because she was receiving pushback from me for having let Dylan Burns come on her stream and axe grind and kind of like laundering his dickishness, right? Because when Dylan's grinding his axe, I don't know if you know this, but he's kind of a dick. He's kind of not super pleasant, right? He's not super compelling as a person. Like, unless you're as much of a dick as he is, you kind of don't really enjoy like watching that dude grind his axe, right? But if you got Eris there to be like, oh geez, oh, she was so bad, ooh, no comment chick, ooh, you know, that kind of launders it and it softens it and make you know, humanizes like this fucking dickery that Dylan was practicing. Because what his response to this little bit of pushback that I gave him was to go on a fucking presser, and Eris was part of that presser. So I criticized Eris for using her platform negligently. And she came in and she cried and she you know, was saying like, no, it's all a misunderstanding. I'm like, okay, great, it's a misunderstanding. So can you take down the part of the VOD where he trashes me? If it's a misunderstanding? Well, no, because I'm not sure if, ooh, I don't know, but the part, like, it wouldn't make sense without the whole video, you know. It's just like, I got a bunch of gobbledygook. I got a bunch of nonsense. Like, she pretended like she understood the problem with letting somebody come on there and fucking axe grind. And then when I asked her, like, okay, so just show some good faith here by taking that down, no luck. And, you know, she kind of went off on me, you know. She made me feel really gaslit. She, you know, but yeah, not to the point where I would have done anything like what anyone's characterizing, right? The claims were, well, anyway, you'll hear the claims from Nell later on, and I'll refute those as they come up. But yeah, this was the first clue that we saw, you know, this going on. So let's watch the rest of the VOD. Hey, listen. If you think that
Every once in a while, I think it's really important that we see what's going on
okay.
on the other side.
I see there's some
you know?
brainworms in chat.
Man,
I see there's some we got some
That's
brainworms
really
in chat. That's
I like
okay.
that.
That's okay. Look, we got some brainworms in chat. That's okay. You got brainworms. It wasn't your fault. Let me help you out. Let me worm your brains, okay? Can I worm your brains? Can I worm your brains? Let me worm your brains. Get the worms out of your brains. Okay, here's the deal. Dylan's not a leftist. He's not even close to a leftist. He doesn't claim to be a leftist. He wouldn't call himself a leftist. He dislikes leftists. He looks down on leftists. He's not a leftist. Now, why do you think he's a leftist? Well, you unwittingly think that people are grouped into groups by associations of friends. Dylan has friends who are leftists. That's true. So somewhere deep in your brain, you're like, but he's the friends that are leftists. Why would the leftists be his friends if he wasn't a leftist himself? He's got to be a little bit of a leftist. I don't know. You're like, you know, he's on for like, look, he can't talk about the revolution.
That's true.
Revolution.
Okay, do you hear that? Do you hear that?
He's at least supportive.
Do you hear that sound?
That sound now causes an anxiety reaction in me. That sound is how my mods communicate with me to kind of tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, there's something going on that's really bad. We need your attention right away. They're basically saying you're not paying attention to something that's really important and we need your attention. So that's like an auditory signal for me from my mods. Because this was played in this context on this fucking scary night that I didn't know if my channel was going to survive. I didn't know like what kind of group of like, cause you know, these weren't good people. Let's just say they had some really ugly connections. Let's just say, right? And so I didn't know what kind of like, you know, how much this had spread. I do know that when a trans woman is perceived as being, you know, in opposition to like a cis guy, that a lot of times that mobilizes a huge amount of hate towards her. But yeah, this is, you know, the flagging campaign that was going on. They're trying to get my attention. Like, I'm trying to say, okay, we're going to stay on for a few more minutes. We're just going to like, I'm just going to end the stream. We're going to come in for a soft landing. And the mods are like, Irene, get off stream right now and delete that fucking VOD because they're coming for you. They're going to do everything they can to like, you know, get you banned unfairly, right? To take you out. Like they don't, you know. So yeah, this is them being like, no, right now, you know? And you see the look on my face? And did you see how I reacted just now? Like, this shit still scares me. This shit fucking traumatized me. And I don't know if Eris was part of this, okay? I don't have any information tying Eris to this, like, this flagging campaign, but just the concurrence of those two events, right? You know, I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to draw any conclusions, but yeah, there's that sound, that scary, like, and it used to be a comforting sound. Like, this is the sound that goes in between, like, when I make a video on YouTube, this is the sound that, like, you know, you watch the clips and then you hear this, like, it's like a relaxing sense. It's supposed to be relaxing. It's supposed to be fucking relaxing. It's supposed to be like this, like, kind of cerebral, relaxing. Oh, yes, no comment, chick. It's very cerebral and relaxing. Yes. Not anymore. Not relaxing. Not cerebral. Fucking panic-inducing. Fucking trauma-inducing. Yeah, I'll have to... I don't think he'd say that. And like, look, this isn't to dig on him or anything like that, but people do believe wrong things based on associating people by friend groups. Okay, wait.
Maybe that'll be that's the emotional. That's the emotional.
So like
vibe.
they're all like
They're all like
Get a fuck on stream.
And
Vosh is gonna take care of chat while I'm gone.
Viewership that he gets with these different videos. So, I mean, he's a big channel. He gets lots of views, certainly. You know, you got your Q&A. Ben Shapiro reviews Godzilla versus Kong. Does he say it's woke? Wait, do the comments say that it's woke?
Oh my god, okay.
Maybe it does. I don't know. Is anything in that movie could be
here,
considered woke? I don't think so. Probably not.
I must be thinking I can still get back on stream. I must be thinking that, I don't know, I can handle this or something. Okay, he's not a leftist. Okay, that's hippie punk talking more. Okay.
The only thing that I can think
I'll
of...
never know what happened on that 17-hour tomfoolery panel. I think tomfoolery talked about me during that, but then he, that panel disappeared.
That Ben Shapiro would complain about was that little...
Sometimes weird things happen when you do really long streams on YouTube, though, so it makes sense.
Girl who did the sign language, that one, he would be like...
Okay, so here's what we're doing.
Including the young non-Western girl as one of the essential...
I think I might be talking... I think I might just be muted and talking to my mod team from behind Valve here. This is Vosh/Alf. Yeah. Don't ask. Anyway, I can't remember if oh. What do we have here? Actually. Wait. There it is. Okay.
And including the young non-Western girl as one of the language. That one, he would be like, movie could be considered woke. I don't.
Technical
And
issues.
there's
Vosh
such a
is going to
stark
take care of
disparity
chat
in
while I'm
kinds of
gone.
viewership that he gets with.
Dig on him or anything like that, but people do believe
Okay, wait,
wrong
here it is.
things
Here it is,
based on
actually. Fuck.
some.
Goddamn, sorry.
I don't
found
think
it.
he'd say that. And like, look, this isn't to dig on him or anything like that, but people do believe wrong things based on.
Okay, so here we see Nell class at the bottom of the screen here, at the bottom of chat. Did you actually say that Eris shouldn't sleep at night? That's going to become important in a second, okay? Nell is asking me if I actually said that Eris shouldn't sleep at night. Now, if I remember correctly, what I actually said was something more along the lines of like, how can you sleep at night when you make your YouTube channel off of some dude grinding his axe on a trans chick that wanted him to like do his platforming a little bit more responsibly, that asked him to just like stop Rob from gish galloping with transphobic bullshit. That was my main ask, right? How do you sleep at night? Like, you know, how does your conscience let you sleep at night? That got interpreted with the worst faith imaginable. Now, if you don't believe me yet, just watch, because we're gonna see a little bit of what Nell got up to during the Ahrelevant stream. Okay, so Nell, if you don't know, is a mod. I think she claimed like the top mod for Eris. Like she's, you know, the main person that Eris relies on from what, or anyway, we'll watch the Ahrelevant fraud. I think she describes it in more detail there. So so she's an important person in this, and you'll see she makes a pretty grand claim on Ahrelevant. And the question that I'm going to ask you is this: this is the question. Is this the question of somebody who watched the VOD? Is this the question that somebody who watched what happened and saw what happened and could consider herself an eyewitness of whatever she's claiming? Is that something that kind of person would say? Or is this the question of someone who doesn't know, who didn't see, who wasn't there? Right? In my mind, it's very clearly the latter. Now, we gotta go to Ahrelevant's VOD in order to really kind of like nail this home, right? But this was, you know, like the Nell thing and the hippie punk thing were our kind of first clues that we might actually be able to get something out of this little bit of a VOD, right? Because what's frustrating is that if we'd had, I think, 10 minutes before, that anyway, that's what my mods think. I'm not sure if that's correct, but if we had 10 minutes before, we might have had the event itself. We might have had the confrontation with Eris. We might have had, oh, here's what Irene said. That's not a death threat. Here's what Irene said. That's not yikes. That's not scary. That's not ableism. These were all mischaracterizations, right? These are all, at the very least, massively uncharitable interpretations, and more likely what I claim, character assassination, right? So now we're going to go to Ahrelevant for that, because Nell decided to, when she saw korrasera talking to Ahrelevant, which, I don't know, dude, I do not trust Ahrelevant, okay? That's why I didn't go on his program, right? korrasera wanted to go on Ahrelevant because she didn't know how bad he is, and you know, I mean, like, I let my mods make their own calls, even if like the calls, I don't know what I thought. I thought she actually did really well, and considering that she doesn't do debates at all, she did amazingly. So here we go. We got the not that, okay. Ahrelevant. There we go. let's go ahead and look at this. So this is what I showed earlier, and somebody grabbed this for me. Yeah, this is the tweet. So yeah, I read it off earlier. This is what she said. You know, this is the kind of thing, the little red herring she throws in here. Like, does NCC not want rape survivors to get their stories told? Well, I mean, if you believe I'm a total piece of shit, maybe you believe that too, right? And that's what we're dealing with these people, is a lot of motivated logic, a lot of motivated reasoning for different reasons in different cases, actually. I want you to see this, chat. Oh God, we gotta make the window bigger, don't we? Here we go. Let's make the window bigger. Okay, oh yeah, because you can't see quite. What do we have here, chat? This is the same mod that just accused me, or just asked in, like, we watched we looked at the logs of my stream, and she was asking if I had made death threats, you know, and that's the thing that's kind of weird, is that, like, okay, so she's saying, so like, right, like I said, these people at the very least are being very uncharitable with their interpretations of what I'm saying. Now, what do we see here? Chat, if I was an asshole, if I was trying to character assassinate Nell Class, I could leave this here. I could leave this right here. But do you want me to show you what's underneath it? Do you want me to show you the difference between me and Eris? Do you want me to show you the difference between my mod team and her mod team? Here it is right now, chat. This is going to be a rare thing to see on Twitch, because nobody fucking has any principles here, it seems like. Nobody's willing to stand up to power. But let me show you. Let me show you in full transparency a little bit more context, right? If I wanted to be uncharitable, that could look really bad. Wow, Nell, is that like a physical threat? You want to fight korrasera? Well, let's take a look what's behind my image here. Oh, look at this. Like, verbally, not physically. Like, verbally, not physically. Nell, in this case, is not making a threat. Huh? Nell is not making a threat. And I am not skeezy like Nell, so I'm not going to characterize this as Nell making a threat. In fact, when I first saw this, and I saw that she said, I want to fight her, I didn't think that Nell meant physically. I thought that since this was a debate, it made more sense that Nell probably meant in the battlefield of ideas, on stream, in debate, right? I thought that's what she, yeah, verbally, that's what I assumed that she meant. Because I'm not an uncharitable asshole that is looking for a fucking easy way to just, like, screw Nell over and assassinate her credibility. This is the difference between us and them. This is the difference, chat. But I do want to draw a distinction here and show you that, like, you know, so what Eris and Nell did was they took something along the lines
I'm like little dudes
of, if you do a hit piece on me, like, right? So when she allowed Dylan to come on her stream and grind his axe all over me, that's a hit piece, okay? And I said, if you're going to do a hit piece on me, then I'm going to come after you in content. How fucking bad faith do you have to be to turn that into, like, I'm gonna come after you in real life? How fucking bad faith do you have to be? But that's what they did. That's exactly what they did. That's what this whole fucking thing is about. This is fucking bullshit. And the difference between us and them, once again, just so in case anybody missed it, boom, I'm adding the context, like verbally, not physically. You can see right down here at 4:02:59, Nell is not making a fucking threat against korrasera. But she is a fucking hypocrite. So Nell ends up getting on stream, and we're going to listen to that too. Because she says something really interesting. And, you know, if you think that her credibility is a little bit impeached, if you think that, like, she's a little bit harder to believe than she was, you know, when you first heard her say something, just wait until you hear what she says when she gets on stream.
In his career,
Yeah.
Remember how she asked the question? Remember how she wanted to know, did I make the threat? She asked it as a question, not as a statement.
This and say that, like, without evidence, I can't say it definitively happened, because that information isn't publicly accessible to the wider group of people. But I will say that this is absolutely accurate, that after when Irene had the stream in which she berated me and talked shit about me, that she deleted the VOD.
He's so sore about the fact that I was mad that he made a thumbnail with me on it that said, "Is blackface okay?" You disingenuous piece of garbage. And I'll talk shit right to your face because I wasn't wrong to go off on you in the first place. You're a fucking bastard for that. You're a fucking weaselly piece of dog shit. You lost a debate, and your answer to that is to paint me as a racist. Go fuck yourself, Ahrelevant. Go fuck yourself. No quarter for these motherfuckers. I mean, yes, Porter. God, look, I gotta say this, okay? I'm fucking mad, but like, don't like take it out on anybody. You know what I mean? I don't need stands fucking going around. You know, like don't like, you know what I'm saying? Don't anybody get crazy. Don't anybody do it. Like I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Don't cross any lines. I don't want you to do that for me. That doesn't help. That hurts. Don't do that shit, okay?
According to
I am mad, but like I don't know, when it gets into when I start quoting Led Zeppelin lyrics, I gotta check myself and kind of be like, okay, just so everybody understands, so everybody's clear on this. Yeah.
What I was told, this might not be true, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody in chat, only authorized people inside of her stream can clip things as well.
Oh my god, what a fucking scandal! She uses the tools that Twitch gives her after there was a mass flagging attempt on her channel. She wants to control who gets her VOD. Oh my god, how scandalous. You're blaming the victim, asshole. You're blaming the fucking victim, and I don't appreciate it.
But without any kind of extra.
This is fucking ironic too. Relly's grinding his axe here, and it says drama stream, the biggest, best, only, and most accurate political streamer. Okay. I mean, you're only an 800 Andy when you don't do politics at all, and you just do dramatics. But whatever.
I don't feel like I could make
most accurate. Yeah.
Actual claim towards.
That's funny.
Validity.
Yeah, like your thumbnails are pretty accurate.
Snell got to paint a narrative of this.
I mean, like,
okay, wait, Nell's on. Okay, Nell's on. Where did Nell pop up? Where did Nell appear?
What we can simply say is that even if we assume that she wouldn't be, that I still.
Where do we get Nell? Where do we get
times? But even to show that Dylan is a lying piece of shit who is making up everything. You're really willing to say to me, Irene wouldn't release that clip, that audio clip?
Absolutely, 100%.
This is a weak ass. Korra, you shouldn't have taken this bait, like, right? I mean, it doesn't really hurt you here, but like, so his answer to the fact that his buddy Dylan spied on us, you know, and he says he doesn't think that's good. He says he doesn't think that that's right. He says that that's, you know, like, at the very least, ethically repugnant, right? But then his cope for this is, but you don't think that Irene, given the chance, like, are you really saying that a disempowered, smaller trans streamer, like a marginalized person, given the power, given the privilege, given all that shit, I'd do the same shit to him, and that justifies what he did to me? You fucking monster! You monster! God damn, Relly, you are a disingenuous piece of shit, aren't you? You are an absolute fucking dumpster fire. God damn, dude. God
okay,
damn.
I don't buy it for a second. This is the person that burnt a bridge.
So
this
you
is
don't
okay.
buy
Just to
it.
be clear,
You fucking burnt the bridge when you tried to paint me as a racist, you fucking douchebag.
To be clear, this is the person that burnt a bridge with me over a YouTube
this guy
thumbnail.
Sucks.
And they're
over a thumbnail that made it look like I might I don't know. Is she a big fan of blackface? Is she racial Dolezal? Let's find out. Click on the thing. That's his clickbait to find out if fucking Irene loves blackface. Thanks a lot, dickhead, dude. This is so bad because like there's a clip and what I did was I took the video and I cut the clip where Ahrelevant asks me, "Is blackface okay?" And I take a second, I blink because I'm a little incredulous. Does this guy just ask me if I think blackface is okay? And I say, "Is blackface okay?" No. So I took that and I put it at the beginning because that was in the middle of the debate and I thought, like, let's just spoil it for everyone. My version of the video, you see that up front. His version of the video, you gotta watch all the way through that and catch that little snippet where I straight up deny the premise of the fucking thumbnail. So thanks a lot, dickhead.
But they're not going to release an audio recording of
Fucking
it.
disingenuous asshole. I can't believe that this dude is trying to claim like, oh, she burned a bridge with me. Go fuck yourself, Relly. You got clapped in a debate and you felt sore about it. So you made a fucking thumbnail to make me look like a racist because you're a fucking douchebag.
Like bullshit. You could try that with
So
somebody
in other
else.
words,
It's not
she
gonna
got
work.
angry
make
with
me mad.
you
That
over
does
the
make me
way
mad.
over the thumbnail that was on your stream.
Look,
And she said
it's
something
not
and
great
she
to
said
fucking rage at
heated
somebody,
moments,
but
and you
fuck
believe
him.
that constitutes a kind of character where she would go do something that's highly unethical because she got pissed off at you once.
It's just because you...
You don't even have to take his
It's
credit.
not
Don't
just
take
that
his
she-
premise.
it's not just that she
Anyway.
got pissed off at you.
No,
Where the
they-
fuck does
now
Nell
you
have?
have
We
to-
need to
okay,
get
so you're
Nell.
trying
We
And
need
I'm
to
not,
Nell.
I'm not,
See,
I'm
where
not going to
Nell's on?
defend
Okay, let me read
anything that
it's
she
in
said
the Discord.
because I don't have the full
There's
context
too
of
many-
all of the
okay,
ways you feel
Nell's on
insulted
screen.
by what she said.
Yeah.
But again, we're talking, she burnt the bridge, and you're going to now say that therefore she would be the kind of person to drop these audio logs.
Yeah, I don't doubt this. Nor do I even...
I don't doubt this,
is
so
a
given the
second
chance,
we
thanks
can
a lot,
ignore this
Relly.
nonetheless. I don't care. What we can simply
You
say is...
Absolute fucking asshole. Thanks a lot, Relly. Okay, so like this is okay because you know that I'm such a piece of shit. I'm such an absolute horrible person. That given the chance, I would do something just as bad as what Dylan did. What does that imply about Dylan? What does that fucking imply about Dylan? Relly, do you think about these things? Like, if I'm gonna hold you to consistency the way that you obsessively hold other people to consistency, you just made a pretty fucked up admission right there. I mean, you think I'm a piece of shit. That's no news, but I don't think your assessment of Dylan is great based on this. I don't know, Relly. I don't know. Maybe you could have a talk with Dylan.
Even if we assume that she wouldn't be.
Explain that.
I still believe that, like, this is not that bad of a thing. If he has
It's not that bad. He just spied on me. It's not that bad. He just spied over fucking Twitch politics. It's not that bad. It's totally reasonable for somebody to receive audio logs of dubious legality, and I only say that because if I said stolen, it was probably, you know, you gotta be like, these are legal, you know, terms, right? And at this point, it's allegedly, you know, stolen, allegedly criminal, allegedly whatever, right? You know, until the law has ruled on how this all breaks down. But from oh yeah, Mike from PA is in here, like, for what it's worth, giving his 2 cents, and he seems to think that this is a serious, not just a civil issue for Dylan, that he might be exposed should one of my mods decide to sue, but a criminal issue. He's citing Maryland State Criminal Code in here. So, but I don't know, like, chat, like, yeah, like, I mean, you know, speaking of dubious, like, Mike is famously not exactly a lawyer, so I'm not going to rest my claims on Mike's assessment, but I think I'd say knows more than the average normie.
To prove that Irene is besmirching him and lying about him, and then there's a bunch of people inside my chat room
this
trying
poor
to say that she's trying to go
this
out
poor
his
cis
IRL
creator,
political
he was
career and things like this.
besmirched.
If he feels attacked in his career,
Yeah.
He feels attacked. If he
financial
feels
We've
attacked.
never, we've never gone after his
This is
political
a
career.
good thing, though.
Okay, so
Like,
then can
This
you
is
tell me
setting
where
up bird
people
brains
think
tomorrow,
that's
chat.
coming from then?
Listen,
And one of the things that Zonia came up
I'm
with.
going to tell you a story about how Dylan did feel attacked. He felt attacked because he was paranoid. He's been paranoid ever since that hippy dippy. Like, he thought me correcting his use of they as a pronoun for me was some sort of a prelude to me trying to cancel him. He believes, I guess, that trans people, that marginalized people have the magical power to cancel You know, just by our assertion. And so that's why he's so afraid of any criticism from me. Any criticism from me in his weird champ mind is tantamount to cancellation. So that's why he was hitting me with this shit. But yeah, I'm not gonna hang my legal hat on what my, and I think Mike would tell you that too, that like, you know, you need to consult a lawyer. And chat, some people are.
If the case is that nothing happened in that stream and it was perfectly innocent, just release the VOD.
Yeah, just release the VOD and we'll let the witch go.
The
Pretty
witch.
much, pretty much.
Wait, it's pretty. I feel like that's a pretty fair and reasonable.
No, it's not. That's guilty until proven innocent, you dipshit. That's not pretty fair. That's the opposite of fair. God damn, really? How fucking bad faith are you?
Essentially, non-commentchick gets on stream regarding Dylan being platformed by Eris.
Hard at each other, you know, come up with promos and all that kind of stuff. And then as soon as Dylan had a conversation.
Oh, and hey, Booksmarts, we got some talking to do, all right? Because I feel like I've disproven. I feel like you were leaning hard on the side of cancel nocommentchick. I feel like you were leaning hard on the side of burn the witch, Booksmarts. And I feel like we're proving you wrong tonight. You were wrong. You besmirched my name. You joined the campaign of lies and character assassination against me. Don't think we don't see your bullshit in here, Booksmarts. Booksmarts, you owe me an apology.
With her where he had to deal with the criticism that she forwarded. He then immediately went on to Demon Mama's stream to start painting a narrative about her being
Can I bring somebody in with
manipulative and
evidence?
angry and
Who has
deceitful.
evidence?
The thing is, like, here's what's funny. She doesn't have evidence. Really, what would be the evidence? Does she have a piece of VOD? Does she have a log? What does she have that's evidence? What does she fucking have that's evidence? Did he think that she had evidence? Is it hearsay? Is her lies gonna be evidence? Because really, I hate to break it to you, but she's about to contradict what she said in my chat. She's about to prove herself to be a liar right here before everybody, okay? And this is gonna go. If you don't think this is gonna be on YouTube, you're wrong.
Who claims they
This
have
is going
evidence
up
of
on
this
YouTube.
situation.
I need my whole community to know I'm innocent of this bullshit. Anybody who unfollowed me over this shit is a faithless fucking coward, and they deserve to lose an awesome creator like me because I did nothing wrong. Actually, I did a lot right, and that's what I got canceled for doing the right fucking thing, for standing up for trans people. That is what I got come down on like a ton of bricks by fucking douche bros like Relly.
Who do you want to
No.
bring in? Because
Nell inside of my Discord.
Yeah, she's got so much proof. Oh my god, really? What the fuck could you even mean? What the fuck could you even be thinking is proof?
okay,
Dude, when you hate somebody as much as Relly hates me, like fucking anything is proof, I guess. God,
Okay.
what a jerk.
I can't
Alright, buddy.
necessarily speak to it because I don't know
Sure.
what kind of evidence they might have.
Hi, I don't have evidence about the.
There we
Oh,
go.
one second, I'm
At
still
least
watching
Nell's
the stream.
honest. At least
Hello?
Nell is honest. Okay, thank you, Nell.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you,
I don't
Nell.
have specifically about the Dylan.
Even if
thing, but I
Relly's
have,
not.
like I don't know why anybody. I have quotes from things that non-commentchick has deleted off of her stream, which could be conceived, I think, pretty reasonably as death threats towards other streamers.
Let's hear it.
Okay, right, yeah,
Wait.
we can go through these.
So this is really funny because you're gonna hear this.
Essentially,
You're gonna hear him say afterwards, well, since none of that's backed up with any proof, I can't really let you say that on stream. Right after he let her say it on stream, he's such a disingenuous dickhead. He is such an absolute asshole.
non-commentchick gets on stream regarding Dylan being platformed by Eris, and then starts talking about how Eris is like a bad person. She says
Okay,
that Eris
hold
needs
on,
to be
hold on.
apologized.
Is it just to be clear, because I gotta remain consistent on this point, is it just your word of mouth, or do you have any kind of recordings or images or anything like that?
I mean, this is like interesting in itself, essentially. So the this has been an
Do you have
ongoing problem.
recordings or not?
Yeah. Can I please talk?
Yep, go for it.
Yes
Yep.
or no?
Yep, go
Yeah,
I want
for
to
it.
hear the answer to Ahrelevant's
And they're all like, Irene deleted the VOD, therefore guilty. Like, guilty until proven innocent.
question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Burn the witch. Look, that's what they're all saying. These are some bad people in here.
So essentially, the reason why there are no recordings is because non-commentchick got off stream shortly after deleted the VOD, will not release the VOD, and is going
was threatened with having her channel banned.
with the line of essentially, we should have evidence to levy these claims, but
If you actually want to levy a real claim, if you actually want to do something to someone, yes, you should fucking have evidence. Otherwise, guess what? And here's the part that's fun. Do you want to say, maybe, Nell, that you heard me describe the cooking and preparation and then proceed to cook and eat an endangered species on stream? Maybe Irene's really bad for the environment too. Did you see me by chance get into a time machine, travel to the 60s to participate in the assassination of John F. Kennedy? I mean, maybe that happened in the, I don't know, chat, the VOD's deleted. The VOD's deleted. The VOD is gone, so she must have deleted it. I guess she did that shit too. Like, let's just go ahead and blame Irene for all the unsolved crimes from the past fucking 20 years. Because that VOD got deleted. Do you see the problem here? Do you see the failure in logic? This is fucked up. This is a witch hunt. And these motherfuckers enabled it. And it took me until now to prove them to be the liars that they are. All right? I had to prove that they were liars to get people to consider that I might be innocent. There's some real cowardly people out there that let me fucking just hang, that left me high and dry.
I'm going to keep the VOD deleted so that none of you can get to it.
Keep
so
the
basically,
VOD deleted. Like, look, like, here's the deal. Like, when this happened, I thought the VOD deleted meant the VOD deleted, right? That maybe Twitch could take a look at it and they could say, you know, if it was. But I didn't think there was any way of us getting it back. This was only by virtue of the fact that we have somebody that knows a fuckload about tech and knows how the fucking servers in Twitch work. This shit was supposed to be off the servers. They kept it, and they kept that 5 minutes in like a backup thing that didn't get deleted for a longer time, so we were able to recover that, right? But that was the only way that we could undelete the fucking VOD. It's not, there's not an undelete button, Nell. Anyway, let's get to the good part.
It's impossible to get any evidence of the things that you guys in general have said and done because you're keeping a monopoly on basically any evidence so that nobody can.
Wait, so do you feel entitled to all of my digital media that I produce? Nell? Could you please respect my boundaries? Jesus Christ.
Question your highly questionable behavior.
That's all you can say is questionable, right? All you can do is throw out fucking vague ass posts of like, you know, she did something bad and it was really fucking bad, and if you could see the VOD, you'd know, but like.
Okay.
I listen. I appreciate you being here, and I understand there's a lot of people that have had this. I have to remain consistent on this and say that, like, without evidence, I can't say it definitively happened, because that information isn't publicly accessible to the wider group of people. But I will say that this is absolutely accurate, that after when Irene had the stream in which she berated me in
Book smarts, why doesn't Irene release the VOD? Because it's deleted, you fucking bad faith motherfucker.
talk shit about me, that
You backed the wrong horse here, Book smarts. You look like a real dipshit. You look like a real asshole.
deleted the VOD. She, according to what I was told, this might not be true, and please correct me if I'm wrong, anybody in chat, only authorized people inside of her stream can clip things as well.
He's so mad about that. He's like, I want to have access to all of her shit, you know? Yeah, there's fucking people who record every single thing that I do now. There's fucking people that are that obsessed with me now.
But without any...
It's like having a cop that as soon as you get in your car, they're right behind you. They follow you to the store. You go to the store. You're in the store. They're looking around. They're watching you. They're like, okay, are you shoplifting? Okay, no. Like, you get back in your car, right? Are you speeding? Did you use your signal right? Any little thing. They're just ready to fucking pounce. That's what it's like having haters like this.
Without any kind of extra evidence, I don't feel like I could make it.
I don't feel like I could make it, but I'm gonna let you go off and fucking, like, sell your line of bullshit anyway. Yeah, real fucking good shit, Ahrelevant. Real fucking good shit.
actual claim towards the validity of.
Nell got to paint
her
a narrative of
specifically.
this.
There we go, Cora.
I mean,
Sorry.
like
It's not.
the thing is
Go ahead.
if you want to frame it as a narrative, right, then nobody should ever talk about that stream and what happened in it. But you guys are perfectly happy to talk about it with absolutely
So
no.
you notice she's talking about it as if she was there. I think that somewhere in here she literally says, like, I know about this because I was there.
Pushback, right? When realistically, what happened at the very least, right, was threats towards Eris.
In what way?
That you've then deleted. And I think that if the case is that nothing happened in that stream and it was perfectly innocent, just release the VOD.
Yeah, just release the VOD and we'll let the witch go.
Witch.
It's pretty. I feel like that's a pretty fair and reasonable. Thing to say.
Since Nell got to go through that, and again, without any evidence, can we talk about what I think probably happened?
Well, I mean, hold on, just to be clear,
I don't have all the. I don't have all the.
You're framing it as if it is this one individual. Just to be clear, I have not heard anybody that isn't like specifically inside of Irene's community refute any of these claims. Not anybody.
Because we don't have anyone that is even willing to talk about these kind of things.
What do you mean?
I mean, what do you think happens when an entire community of people line up to support a particular narrative? It makes it very hard for people that have no voice to actually get anything. This is entirely a game of social capital.
No, you're here right now.
Well, so no.
Yeah,
my
this is like the first time in 2 weeks that we've been able to actually get through to someone.
No comment chick and the entire community have made themselves inaccessible, right? I have actually messaged you personally on Twitter like 3 times to talk to you, right? Specifically, and you have not messaged me back. Non-comment chick. Yes, I have. I commented on one of your posts. Non-comment chick has blocked everybody in the chat that has anything to say that contradicts what she says, and has blocked everyone on Twitter. So the ability for people to actually talk about this issue with you guys is complete.
You feel entitled to spam up my Twitter timeline with lies and character assassination? Listen, Nell, what? Oh my God, Nell, this is perfect. This is perfect. What if I were to spam? What if me? Okay, like, let's not do this. Like, let me just say, first of all, I'm saying not do this. This is not. But if we were like them, then all of you would be going over to Nell's thing right now and saying, Nell, why did you threaten Cora with physical violence? Nell, why are you a violent person? Nell, why are you making violent threats? Nell, what are these violent threats about? Nell, did you make violent threats? Are you making violent threats, Nell? That's what they fucking did to me. That is not, I have a question and I would like to talk to you. This is an issue that we'd like to, let's address this shit. That is character assassination. Nell, if we did that over your quote unquote threats of physical violence, which that one thing of chat you made, the I want to fight her, that looks like just that.
But the little dudes
I didn't think that's what it was.
Naturally, I'm like, little
and
dude.
I didn't try to characterize it as if it was, because I'm not a bad faith piece of shit like you are. Okay.
Completely cut off. And I think this is a consistent through line that you can find with everyone, right? Is that they are persistently being banned from her chat.
Yeah, that's not true at all. We do ban people. That's absolutely true.
We ban people who brigade, like Eris's community who was brigading us that night. We got brigaded. We got attacked with a false flagging campaign, with a disingenuous lying flagging campaign. That we've got we got attacked that night, and then people like Eris tried to turn this into Darvo. People like Nell tried to turn this into Darvo, but they made one mistake. Nell said something in that chat that she is now contradicting. She is giving you what she claims to be eyewitness testimony. I ask you, would an eyewitness need to ask if the threats were made? Because that's what we saw Nell do.
But
Hold
we
on.
usually ban people for coming through with, you know,
Okay.
the
Then we
need.
ban people who fucking brigade. That's what we do. If we get fucking attacked by a group of fucking people trying to derail and disrupt, we fucking ban. Jesus Christ, that's what she's complaining about. Eris, if you don't want your community to get banned in my chat, don't fucking brigade us.
To try to relitigate some kind of a narrative about what's going on.
They're making it sound like I came into fucking Eris's chat and was bothering her, when in actuality, the opposite fucking thing was true.
Fact.
It's insane. It's actually insane. Like you've created a scenario, right, where like if it is the case
We
that,
created
that
a
none of
scenario
this,
that's
that
hard
none of
for
this,
us to
that,
defend
that none of this
ourselves.
ever happened, right? You could have sat on stream, which you guys have been doing like for probably 2 weeks, right? Watched the entire VOD and gone, this never happened, right? But what's actually the case, right, is that like we now have no recourse to show like how like fucked up that scenario was, and you guys.
I mean, luckily, Nell, you actually gave us that recourse, right? We didn't have any way to clear my name, Nell, until you came on Ahrelevant and contradicted your earlier statement, and spoke as an eyewitness who witnessed all these things, affirmed this stuff, said that it happened after having, at the end of the stream, asked if that was what happened.
Get to continue to lie through your teeth, right? About
This is pretty ironic. Who's lying through their teeth, Nell? Who's lying through their teeth?
You want us to prove our innocence.
I was
You
there.
want us to prove our innocence because you've decided that we're guilty first.
What?
That's what you're
I
doing.
haven't just.
Wait,
I haven't
just-
decided
no,
that you're guilty.
okay, so
I was
for-
there.
for-
I
for-
told
for-
you
was
to do
there.
it.
So
There
no,
it is, there it is,
no,
there it is.
okay.
You're a liar, Nell. We caught you. There it is. Okay, god damn it. I was like sweating a little bit. I was like, I know it's here. I know it's here. I know it's right here. There we go. You were there. You were there. You're a liar, Nell. We caught you. You are fucking busted. No one should ever believe anything that Nell class says again. We fucking busted you. Like, now let's look at this again. Let's go over here. Let's go to the tape. Let's see what we have from our friend Nell. That's not the tape. Okay, where is it? It's this one, and did you actually say that Eris shouldn't sleep at night? Not something that someone who was there would ask. Nell, you're a liar. Nell, we caught you. I'm sorry, game over. Game over. We wouldn't have ever been able to prove this if it hadn't been for the fact that one of our mods was able to grab this little bit, this little snippet that was somehow undeleted on the servers, right? I mean, this is a deleted VOD, mind you. This was not unpublished. This was not hidden. This was not something that I had like a copy of or something like that. This was, I don't make copies of my VODs because my computer is too weak to be able to record and stream at the same time. So this was a dumped VOD, a deleted VOD, a VOD where we freaked out. I didn't know what to do. People were saying delete the fucking VOD. I deleted the fucking VOD to prevent the mass flagging campaign against us, right? And then since they couldn't do that to us, what they did instead was assert, okay, well, now that it's deleted, we can accuse you of any fucking thing we want. And if you say I didn't do that, then we say, where's the VOD? But your beautiful plan was foiled by your own fucking hubris. Nell, you just busted yourself. You just contradicted yourself. No one should believe this campaign of character assassination anymore. And guess what? Is that the only proof that we've got? Is that the only? No, chat, there's fucking more. Okay, so now that we've caught Nell in a lie and discredited their main witness, Nell was, a mod for Eris, said that she was there, said that she knew that this shit happened, even though you see her at the very end of the stream asking if it happened, not something that an eyewitness would ask. Nell, you're lying about being an eyewitness. We got you. So in addition to that, in addition to discrediting one of their witnesses, I would like to add for you somebody that we contacted. Somebody, do you remember in the beginning of the VOD, there was that hippie punk person. Remember hippie punk? I'm so thirsty, chat. After this, I'm gonna take a break and get a drink. Where the fuck did I put that anyway? It's somewhere here. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, the things that she posts at the end are didn't you actually say Eris shouldn't sleep at night? What the fuck? Isn't that a death threat? Not something that somebody who was actually there would ask. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this. This is testimony, or not testimony. Let's not call it testimony. That sounds like illegal shit. This is a text that hippie punk, a whisper. I think it's a whisper. Yeah, it looks like a whisper. That hippie punk was willing to share with us. Was willing to tell us what they saw that night. I don't have their pronouns, so I don't want to, but misgender them. But I'm just gonna say they, since I don't know, and that's what you should do when you don't know. That's perfect. That's the good time to use they. Okay, so are we seeing this? Are we able to see this? Does this show up good? Okay. Like I said, I came in late, but I do remember that part. I didn't feel that it was a death threat. I felt it was Irene getting ready to deep dive Eris. So in other words, content. What I said. This is that hippie punk backing me up, and see what jumped out. I personally do not remember hearing the supposed threats on her equipment or life. So now I'm gonna grappling hook up and slide into her house and get her VTube equipment. Like, this is shit that that shouldn't, also, anyway, this is silly. Okay, here we go again. Okay. For sure, and as far as it came from, as from the fans, audience members' perspective, Eris came in hot and seemed to be spoiling to argue. Irene got hot and told her off. I do not blame her. Yeah, if you have the VOD or access to it, then mute the audio and review Eris's chat logs rolling by. She gets aggressive. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have that part of the VOD. We do have... What we have is the first 4.5 hours, which are bird brains, and some Destiny content, and one other thing, I think. No Eris in that, and then we have the last 5 minutes again after Eris had already left. Granted, Irene was already worked up. Eris did not help. I do remember chat kind of emptied out a bit, and it was all Eris. Yeah, I totally. That's the part where I felt gaslit. I was like, wait, where did everybody go? Like, this is scary. Like, Eris, seriously scared me. I don't know. There was something about her that just I know, I'm intimidated by a VTuber chat. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's fucked up. Then they start talking about the destroying equipment. I'm like, what the fuck? Because that was news to me. So did not hear anything about... Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I feel a great deal of the threat narrative was crafted well after the stream too. This was where yeah, that's what I think too, because I feel like the people that were going after me were not able to get me with a clip like they wanted to. So then they were like, okay, well, if the VOD's deleted, that's suspicious. Let's just say there's something... Let's just take something that nocommentchick said about going after Eris in content and make it sound like it was going after Eris in real life. Let's just say... The fucked up thing is that I meme a lot. And so, this kind of bad faith interpretation of everything I say, makes me really nervous. It makes me feel like I have to talk in the literal at all times or something. I'm not fucking allowed to meme. This is where I desperately wish there was a recording of the VOD at least, so that the mod team could take a look and see the details. I feel Eris's full chat would add the missing context. I agree. Like, understanding that Eris came after me in that chat, not the other way around, is quite helpful to Okay, this is part of that same statement before. I personally do not remember hearing the supposed threat of equipment. I did comment in chat just before the cut about kicking a hornet's nest about that, mostly because I know that that could be clicked out of context. Oh, I said something about kicking a hornet's nest? I don't remember that. Oh, probably about with Dylan, like that I kicked out. Oh my god, were they gonna weaponize that? I mean, like, luckily they didn't. She threatened to kick a hornet's nest at Eris. What the fuck? Oh my god. Such bad faith. Such immense bad faith. And from somebody who's now a proven liar. Like, I don't know what I wouldn't have somebody that was a proven liar on my mod team. Maybe that's the difference between Eris and me. And do we have one more here? That, yeah, the hornet's nest wasn't much of a threat, let alone a death threat, even in the most, like, bad faith. Wow, that's great. I love it when we get code instead of the thing, but yeah, that's what the last bit of that hippie punk statement says. So yeah, we got a statement from somebody that seems to me to be a lot more reliable than their supposed eyewitness that wasn't even there. That wasn't even there. That's what kind of good, oh my god, that's what kind of great eyewitness that's what kind of proof, that's what level of proof like they were offering. So yeah, there you have it, chat. I'm innocent. They were lying. We caught him.